Hello everybody, my name is Chad. We're going to another MLB 9 Innings 23 video. In today's video, we got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot of skills to go through today, so we're going to get right into the video today. So, we have been doing a lot of complaining in the last week, overall. And I say we, I mean a lot of people who I've been talking to and conversing with, and it's just been a week straight of trying to figure out what in God's name Ranked is doing right now. We don't know what Ranked is doing right now. We don't understand what's going on right now. So, on top of that, something very interesting has also just been revealed to us. So, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Have anyone played me at home yet? Okay, a couple people played me at home. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but you can see that we're all... Do you guys remember a couple months ago before they changed the whole Ranked meta so that way it didn't really, people used to just out of the gate refresh through 6 to 10 lists, and then they would just sit there at the beginning, and then they changed it so that way that wasn't really as effective anymore. Well, as turns out, it's back now. So you can see this guy here at the very top, right? Refreshed. He's already done 200 something games already at this point. First off, it's funny because this doesn't matter. This week also does not count in terms of the power ranking. But apparently someone just revealed to us that the legend ranked mechanics have changed. So apparently you used to get 24 points. You used to win 6 ranked points if you beat somebody in Master 1 or Master 2 when you weren't L1. And you would lose 24 points if you lost to an M1 or an M2 person. And this kind of stopped people from mashing the play button. But now, apparently, it's only negative 14 if you lose, and you gain 10 if you win. So now, that's why people right now are absolutely mashing the button to play, because right now, it makes sense for you to overall keep your distance from people, and also, it's not nearly as much of a penalty if you lose to them. So, if you're wondering why there's people refreshing out of their minds right now, that is why they're doing it, and also, it's not great for Ranked, in my opinion. Anyway. We still don't know what we're doing with stats. We still don't know what we're doing with skills. It seems to me that there is a massive disparity in terms of away and home wins and losses. It seems to me, especially last week, I didn't care what my scores last week, but let's look at my last week's stats. So, last week, I won 36% of my home games, and I won about 60% of my home games, which is quite a lot, if you asked me. That's quite a lot of a disparagement. And I was not the only person who experienced this. This was something that a lot of people had experienced themselves, and it was very strange. If you look at the overall records of home and away, it seems that your batters are absolutely horrible at home and are rather good away. I believe that at one point I had a 1,000 OPS away, and I had a 600 OPS at home, and that was later in the week. And I know everybody's saying oh, but that's just because they're using gear and drinks against you. Unless people in the 2000s of power ranking are using gear against me at home, then I just don't understand. Maybe that's a possibility. But especially in a ranked week that doesn't matter, I find that to be incredibly odd. It seemed to me that there's just something strange happening. And there's other peculiar things too. So, for example, we talked about how when you play a home game, your player's stats are normalized. So, I got a prime player right off the bat. Thank you very much. Give me a Yankee prime. Blake Snell, nice. What did they call him? Snellzilla? Oh no, I thought it was a Cy Young award name for him. I don't remember. But, the problem being is that when your stats are normalized at home, your players that have a down condition are supposed to be set back to normal condition. I also don't know if it takes your up condition guys and puts them back to normal condition. I don't know. I can't speak if I've seen an up condition player I've played against at home, but anybody who has a down condition is supposed to be put back to normal condition at home. So logically, you would think that if anyone is like over the long run, you would think that the players that you have in down condition should play better away. I mean, should play better home than away. Because you are always using them away with down condition, but you're always using them at home with normal condition. So in theory, your players should play better at home. And overall, in the grand, like, majority of cases, at least from what I experienced, not only were my players that were in down condition at home worse, but they were significantly worse. I mean, so my Tanaka is in down condition right now. He had a difference of about 1.2 ERA, home versus away. He had a home winning rate. He was 7-12 at home with a 2.9 ERA. I'm sorry, Severino had the 1.2 ERA difference. And then he had a record of 7-12 home, and he had a record of like 19-6 away. And Severino, who is in down condition for me right now, gave up the most home runs out of everybody, had a 3.8 ERA away, 3.8 ERA home, and like a 2.5 ERA away. And it just makes no sense to me. Like, I understand that there's a possibility that people could be using gear and drinks constantly. But the funny thing is that gear and drinks have been nerfed in this update. You'd think they would, number one, do less, and number two, I don't think there are that many people who are using gear and drinks right now, because right now, none of these changes matter. Like, the power ranking tournament does not factor into this week again. You know, I didn't even bother. I finished like 700 last week because I just gave up trying. Because I put on gear and drinks and went 1-5-1 on a ranked list. And then I had to stop autoplaying because it popped up with that stupid how to improve your team message, like a massive slap in the face. Meanwhile, I'm drawing people 1,000 power ranking below me. And I am also, so I mean, obviously they've reduced the efficacy of the top end skills, which obviously annoys everybody with their new update. But on top of that, it seems like nothing really does any consistent results. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but it feels like the game has gotten more random somehow than in the past. I don't know if that's possible, but here we are, we've done it. I don't know, man. I know a lot of people are very frustrated with the result. To be honest with you guys, I was going to buy the PSETs. I didn't buy them because I didn't want to give them my money this week because of how frustrated myself and a lot of other people are. A lot of people have just, decided to go against even just buying things this week just because we're so fed up with all this nonsense. Like they took our teams that were actually kind of good and then made them several magnitudes of mid worse. It's just kind of frustrating that they promised to make skills useful, but in making some skills useful, they promised not to reduce the efficacy of all the other skills, and then meanwhile, all of a sudden, people with like Ace, Inning Eater, and Fit and Dom are like absolutely dominating the meta right now. It's incredible. I have noticed a couple strange things. So Finesse seems to have lost its finesse. Let's go with that. Let's call that. Let's just meme that up, shall we? Finesse has kind of lost its edge a little bit. It seems to me that my finesse pitchers seem to be keeping people off the bases, which is good. However, when I pair it with slow starter, they still hit 1,000,000 home runs off of me. Like, that doesn't really help. The other day I had my slow starter legend give up like 4 runs in the 7th inning and I lost the game. And I'm like, really? Like, why is that a thing? They run out of stamina, I guess. Or it's like the stamina curve is absolutely like a cliff that they fall off of. And I even have the mentor part that even increases my pitcher's stamina. I mean, not the stamina. I have the mentor that increases their velocity in the 7th and 8th innings. So that's why I chose the mentor to like make my bullpen substitution slower. And speaking of bullpen, I feel like my bullpen is absolutely a reason I'm getting such poor results. Like, I absolutely, wholeheartedly believe that right now, if you do not have a good bullpen, even more so right now than before, if you do not have a good bullpen right now, you are going to get absolutely shellacked in ranked right now. My setup guys combined lost me, and that's including my 2 setup guys and my closer, combined lost me about 50 games last week. So it is not, that is why I'm kind of looking at my starters win-loss totals as kind of like misnomers. Like how many wins did they potentially have that were kind of ruined by my bullpen's inability to close the game. So that's kind of why I'm not freaking out at my starters going like 41-31 right now, because I'm kind of like, okay, it may make a little bit of sense as to why they're kind of struggling right now, because my bullpen is just absolutely pants on fire, terrible right now. So we will see what happens with that. And yeah, my Zach Britton last week had a 5 ERA. My Rudy May had a 6 ERA. My Tyler Clippard in the first week had a 12 ERA. So I hope that will explain to you people. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say you people. I don't know where my brain is going. I'm thinking of that the Tropic Thunder thing, where it's like, what do you mean, you people? I don't know why that just popped into my brain. So that's why I hope you guys will understand my decisions this week, which will be, I am going to be putting all of my skill changes into my bullpen right now, because if I do not, I feel like I am actually going to be punching a wall for the next couple of weeks as my bullpen crumbles and my power ranking completely falls into shambles whenever they actually decide to restart these power ranking calculations. And of course, funny enough, the single week that our club actually lands L1. That's right, we finished L1 in club this week. However, there is no club power ranking tabulation for this week, so we basically wasted an L1 finish in club this week. It's a shame. It is unfortunate, which, by the way, if you guys are interested, we are recruiting at all levels right now. If you want to join a club that is constantly playing for D1, and is constantly has clubs underneath them that are constantly looking to improve and join the ranks. We are always improving. We are always bringing people up whenever they deserve to be pulled up. Whenever we were looking for have people to come in, learn, grow, ask questions, figure out what they're doing in terms of their stats. Join a fun, diverse group of people who play a lot of other games other than just 9 innings and just live as a family. Like, we're having a lot of good fun here. We're always looking for more people to bring in. So if you guys are interested, we have all levels. We have a D1 club that just made L1 this week. We have a D2 club. We have another one that's like on the verge of getting into Diamond. We've got 3 levels, and then there's even, I think that we have a 4th as well. That's just kind of like some alts. So we have openings. If you're interested in joining, then I think that, just send me a message, leave me a comment in the video, leave me your Discord information. I'll send you a message if I see your Discord information in the comment section. Just, I'm always here. I would leave my Discord information in the comment section. However, I don't want to get spammed with spam comments and people like leaking Discord information and scammers getting my Discord information. Believe me, I've had a ton of issues with this in the past, and I apologize that I have to make it so difficult, but it is just a mess, believe me. Anyway, getting back to ranked. I said that, finesse seems to be, not as good as it used to be. I feel like right now, finesse is striking out a lot of people and preventing walks, which is good. However, I'm still giving up a ton of home runs. So, for some reason, in my brain right now, the way my brain is processing this information is that for some reason right now, Dom is better than finesse is right now. You already have skills like Ace, which is reducing batting average against. You already have the fact that they've changed the fielding to reduce batting average against. So finesse reducing batting average against is not really having that great of an impact as it used to. It's still preventing people from getting on base. However, people are hitting a mammoth amount of home runs off of my finesse pitchers. It is just so frustrating. So I'm considering changing my legend to a Dom train or something like that and seeing how he performs. I'm just curious to see how it tries out, but I've noticed that a lot of Dom pitchers seem to have some better ERAs than they used to. I don't know if this is a trend. I don't know if this is just me looking at the forest through the trees. I don't know if this is just small sample size. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out, but it would seem to me that people who have Dom seem to give up less home runs right now as opposed to my finesse pitchers, which are getting absolutely just taken behind the shed and abused. It is just super frustrating. I'm not sure, man. It's just like everything I think has a logical reason, but then I can also argue against it. It doesn't seem to make any sense to me right now. There's no clear reasoning for why things happen. We have more stats, but things are more confusing now than ever. Nothing seems to work. I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. That's a sick Joey Gallo right there. Pretty dope. And I know you guys are basically feeling the same thing right now. You guys are just kind of in the same boat as me. We're all trying to figure out what's going on. We don't know. Nothing seems to work. Everything seems to make it worse. I have no idea, man. It's just a complete mess. So hopefully this week will give us a third week of information, and then we'll see what happens. Conspiracy theory time. I have 2 conspiracy theories for you guys if you guys are interested. And my 2 conspiracy theories are, number 1, if the fielding of the catchers, if the fielding of the fielders reduces batting average against, does that mean that reduces the home runs you give up? Because if that was the case, in my opinion, I think that is incredibly dumb. I disagree with that. Number 1, why does the fielding of my second baseman dictate me giving up a home run? That seems to me like it could be a possibility, because all they say is that the fielding reduces the batting average against. They didn't say specifically what that means, but the way I interpret that is that there is a chance that it calculates the batting average beforehand and then says, "Oh, okay, that went over the wall. It's a home run." That's conspiracy theory number 1. I already have this. I already have a street prime. That's an old prime. That's pretty cool, though. That's conspiracy theory number 1. Conspiracy theory number 2, I tend to believe that, like I mentioned earlier, the fact that your pitchers and batters have their condition normalized at home, it's not working. It's doing something extra that's not computing with stats. I don't know specifically what that is. I don't know, but it seems to me that at home, your players are so much categorically worse than normal that something needs to be wrong. And the only thing that I can think of that would change between home and away games at this point is that normalization of your batter's condition. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm theorizing. Unfortunately, with this game, you can't tell what's going on in the sim. It's a black box. You just look at it, and you have to infer the information with what's going on. And I don't like that. If you asked me if I think that this is something that a lot of us have been asking for a long time, I would like to be able to see, if you want people to understand what they're looking at and determining what is and is not effective and how they should more, look at the results of ranked instead of just looking at this of, oh, I won 9-1. What does that mean? I want to know, I won 9-1. What is the opponent's pitcher's skill set? What is his mentor? Why did this work? Why did my batters tee off on this opponent's pitcher? I want to know the information. The only way that I'm going to know this information right now is if that player is on my friends list, is in my club, or I can ask them what their skill set is. And then on top of that, I would love to know their mentor. I would love to know their trainings. I would love to know all this information. You can also figure this information out if somebody beats you, and then you go look in the power ranking tournament. You can go look at them. However, this doesn't help you if they're not in the power ranking tournament, so it's kind of a moot point in that situation. I wish that there was a way for me to look at the opponent's lineup after I've played them in ranked already. I think that would give us a lot of insight into what we're up against, why certain skills worked, why certain players did so well against my pitcher, and the mentor stats that potentially drive it. Like right now, we are kind of operating in the dark here. We do not know this information. All we can literally do is, like I said, Ask your friend if you play them. You can't even go to friend battle because I'm convinced that what the last error showed you was that when you played, like, let's go back a week to when the charisma errors were happening, right? We had the problems with charisma, which were only effective in ranked. Like, you could clearly tell, you could go to friend battle, you can see that charisma nerf was working. So that tells me that there are two separate instances of the game working here. Like, if you try to take your lineup to friend battle and you do your lineup in friend battle, you get one information about how the game works, and then you have to go to ranked battle to figure out how that information works. It's like, it's always, things are always different in all the modes. Like, there's no cohesiveness between the modes. There has been I'm not even being hyperbolic at this point. There has been hundreds of thousands of instances where you play somebody in club and you're like, okay, I know this team. I play them in rank all the time. I beat them in ranked all the time. What happens? You lose to them in club with gear and drinks, and it makes no sense. It does not make sense. It's like you're literally playing a different game in club, ranked, and friend battle. And I'm convinced that Com2 does all of their data analysis using the in-game overall testing, and it just does not translate to the ranked battles where people have legend skills and all this other stuff. I don't think that they have tested this thoroughly. I think they need to do better. I think that it would really help them if they got the opinions of people before they change things, or if they change them more slowly so that way people can adjust to the new things. Like, just throwing us this massive curveball, I'm sorry for the pun, not great. I don't like it. It's driving people away. I guarantee you right now, the team sales channel that I see all the time, I guarantee you it would be much more full of teams right now, but the problem is that because of all the changes, no one knows what teams are worth anymore. People are not happy and don't want to spend money and just want to move on because the game is no longer, like, the last foothold of the game being understood is gone now. Now we're all just kind of in a holding pattern until information comes out, or they change things, or they give us clarification. Like, it just seems to me that this is not going well. I kind of wish they'd bring it back to where it was and then slowly implement changes. I don't know if that would really help, but this is not, it's not great, man. It's just not great. I don't know what else to say. Not great. Well, I think that's going to be the last comment for today. What I want to do is I want to use skill changes on Granderson, because it's going to be a while until we get skills on Ruth now, because Batter Insight, to me, is okay, but it's not great. I would rather get another skill on him like Pioneer, Bad Ball Hitter. I hear Born to be a Star is actually really good right now, so that's an interesting idea. I'm going to use blues and greens on my bullpen to see if we can do any kind of get some more skills, because God knows I need some legend skills. I need some skill sets in my bullpen. It is tremendously terrible right now. What was I going to do? I was going to do something. Oh, yeah, I was going to do intermediates. I need to get May some legend skill in there. He's got, whatchamacallit. He has, what does May have? May has Bullpen Day. I would love to get him as my setup guy. I'd love to get Green in. He has, whatchamacallit. He has co-op. I would love to get another legend skill on a closer, as opposed to the closer I have now, who is okay. It's not great. I don't know. It's not fantastic. Do I have a... Okay, I have a couple minor grade increases I can use my players. We'll get a couple vintage combos in here, and then we'll go do skill sets, and then we'll be off and running. Like I said, going to use all 200 SCTs on Granderson today. Try to get him a good temp set, because he is just looking a little... I put him back in the lineup for Ruth, and I would like to see if I can get some better impact from him in the meantime until we can get some good skills on Ruth. Maybe we'll throw some skill changes at Ruth's second slot. I mean, like I said, I already have better insight on him on a second slot. It's not great, but he's probably going to be hitting the bench here pretty soon. There was something else I wanted to do too. Oh yeah, that's right. I have an event sig today, so let's go do that. Have my event sig, which means we not the mileage sig. Where's my event shop? I have my yearly sig player pack. I didn't know if it was going to be the open from the menu or if it was going to be from here. Apparently, it is from here. And Yankee sig. Jesus Aguilar. I'm running out of stars here, you guys. I'm really running out of stars. Let's go unlock. We got a couple of vintage combos. We got a sig combo to do. This is the problem with me not buying the SETs. I'm running out of stars. Getting legend last week really got us. It got us some good things, thankfully. I was trying Glavin with this. Not good. He had like a 5 ERA. Not good. So we're holding off on him for now until we get some premiums. Not great, you guys. I saw some other people run a skill set similar with Dom instead of Boss, and they had better luck than I did, but just slow starter Boss mess. Not good, you guys. Did not go well. Had a 5 ERA. I had to pull him because I was just getting absolutely frustrated with him. Did I unlock my other SIGs? I did not. I'm losing my mind, you guys. So we're going to wave goodbye to my second Jacob deGrom SIG. Fans of the channel for a long time will remember that it's my second Jacob deGrom SIG. I already had another Cy Grom SIG. Dansby Swanson. Let's go lock him up. Pretty cool. I haven't not seen a Brave SIG in a while. That's pretty cool. Let us begin with our vintage combos. Let's see if we can pull another legend. Although, to be honest with you guys, legends have kind of hit the wayside in terms of the efficacy of them. Let's just say that. Although my legends still do pretty well. Okay, so we'll hold off on the 2 vintages for next time. With 3,000 stars left over. My goodness. Not great, you guys. Running out of stars. Running out of stars. Okay, let's go legendary skill change ticket, and we're going to use them on my Aroldis Chapman, which is my long reliever, who is also in down condition. See what we can get. Hopefully some high levels. Pitcher's chemistry? Not quite. I already have pitcher's chemistry. Thank you very much. So slow starter on a relief pitcher. Not what we're doing here, unfortunately. That's okay. We should have another legend skill change ticket pretty soon, so hopefully it'll be something cool for him. Let's keep on trucking. See if we can pull something from the reg PSCTs instead. There were good levels, it's just that unfortunately not quite what we're looking for. I think we're going to be 1 PSCT short from another legend skill change ticket, so hopefully we will get that next week. I don't really need a temp set on him. I already have this set. For anybody who wants to be exceptionally confused, maybe I'll try that. That's interesting. High levels. I don't think it's... I think Pitcher's Insight is kind of overrated right now because it doesn't really lower your opponent's stats. We'll see what we can do. So we've got a lot of skills to work with here. That should be good enough, I think. Let's go, I want to throw some PSCTs at Ruth here and see what we can do. Throw some PSCTs at Ruth. Why not? Why not, right? Like I said, I think we're going to be 1 shy of being able to get another Legend skill change ticket. So hopefully next week we will have our Legend skill change ticket. We'll earn it in the middle of the video. And we will see what happens with that. So... let's keep on trucking, you guys. Hopefully we get some blue skills. Even, like at this point, I have such a massive need for blues and greens right now that is really what I'm waiting for. PSCTs are not really the problem. The problem is the fact that I don't land blues and greens as often as I should, unfortunately. But hopefully the new check-ins should be better suited for our needs. Batter's chemistry, yeah, unfortunate. I've pulled pitcher's chemistry and batter's chemistry in like 10 PSETs. Amazing. I just got pitcher's chemistry and then I get batter's chemistry. Amazing. Isn't it fun when you just basically get a hit the 10% and then it's just kind of useless? That's always fun. That's a good time. Prediction's pretty good on prediction. I've been having very good luck with so far. It's been on my Didi Gregorius, which doesn't necessarily have a high I, but has been pretty good so far for me. Been enjoying pitches PM on him as a third, not PM. Pred. I don't know why I thought PM. Like pitching machine. Good levels, just not good skills. Batter's chemistry again, dude. Man, are you kidding me with that? That's so funny. That's really funny, game. Double batter chemistry on Ruth. Amazing. Give me a third one. Just for the laughs. That would be really funny if you did that. Yeah, I don't... Is there one other thing? Like, I don't know if I have another way to get another PSET right now. I don't think I do. Like, I think I've bought all of them. I bought the Hitcoins one. I don't know. Is there some other PSET I haven't bought yet in any of these events? I already bought this. I already bought this one. I already got that one. I already bought this one. Like, I don't think there's a way for me to get another one right now. Oh, yeah, there is. Spend $50. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Actually, I can't even buy that anymore. It's already ended. Wow. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no other way for me to get another PSCT right now. So let's go run some SCTs. I think I'm going to run them on Ruth. Because I want to get him some skills. I don't care about this second batter's insight slot. I really don't care. Amazing start, triple bronzes. I can't believe I got batters. I got 3 chemistries. That's amazing. You know what? We'll run like 50 of these, and then we'll go do blues and greens. And then we'll get back to this. We'll do that. Because I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long for more blues and greens. I don't want to go through 200-something of these before I make you guys wait for blues and greens. Spotlight, Trend Junkie, that's not a bad set. Good levels. Wish it came with charisma. That'd be pretty dope. Ace specials. I still can't believe that's a gold skill. It's so useless. Especially on Ruth, who's like a absolute monster sig. Oh, he doesn't hit BIU. I want to keep going. He does not hit BIU. There is absolutely no way that speed is 70% of contact. More like 66% of contact. Parallel up again. See, I want 3 actives at all times. Charisma, like, I would take that if I had charisma. Bread. Look pretty. Flashing the leather 3. If it was anything other than flashing leather, I might consider that skill set. That was pretty good. I'll take charisma. I would probably short BIU in that situation just because I'm not retraining him. Like, I don't know what else I need to do. He's pretty solid. Speaking of which, I actually did retrain my Edgar Martinez. I'll show you guys in a second. Everyone here who watches my videos would probably remember that I've spoken at length in the past of me needing to retrain Edgar Martinez, so I retrained him. It's not the prettiest looking thing in the world. That looked pretty good. That looked really good, because if I had pred on a guy with 150i, I can only imagine how nutty that would be. But unfortunately, the last one was not good, and also the levels are kind of weak. Triple threes. I'll show you guys Edgar in a second. Pretty good levels. Like, we've had a couple close sets. I'll say that much. We've had a couple close sets to what I really want to see here. It loves giving me a specialist. I don't know what it is. Maybe my brain just notices it much more often because of how it's like such a negative thing in my brain. Triple ones. Hey, specialist. Hey, yo. Can I get a gold skill? Thank you. Slugger Instinct level 3. If only a pull hit was something else, man. Just give me what I want, and I'll be happy. How about that? A specialist. It'd be really cool if they changed a specialist to be like the guy that hits their ace pitcher, as opposed to just being like a pure stat comparison. Started out looking good. I saw 2 golds, and I went, ooh, maybe, and then nope. Disappointment. So we'll get to 200, and then we'll stop, and then we'll go do blues and greens, and then we'll run the last 200, and then we'll be done for the day. Oh, looked good. If I could get, like, a silver like that and have high skills, I'd consider taking it. Like, if I got a heavy hitter as a third and on a triple 3 set, I'd probably take it. Probably. Who knows? Maybe? No, not quite. Laser beam. Okay, last one. Okay, let's go and do blues and greens. Greens are going to go on Rudy May. Saving bullpen day. See what we get. Nothing. 2 bronzes. Okay, I think I can do untouchable. Is there somebody else that I want to use greens on right now? I don't want to risk that. That looks like a premium greens target, if you asked me. See, I don't know if I want to use ace on green or not. I also hear co-op is really weak right now. So I don't know what I want to do with that. So I don't know what I want to use my greens on. Do I want to use my greens on Tino? And we'll just see what we can get. A special. That's hilarious. You're so funny, game. Alright, that didn't work. Nothing doing there. Alright, let's use our blues and let's see what we can get. Four more blues. Skill possessed. Yes. Nope. Thin ice. That is an interesting set. That's a pretty interesting middle relief set right there. I have to keep that. I do have to keep that. That's a very interesting middle relief set. However, the problem is I need setup guys right now. That's the problem. I really need setup guys. Unfortunate, but yeah, well, that's what happens. So who else could we use these blues on right now? Maybe on Ruth and the BI set. I don't know. The problem is it's like they're not premium blues. They're kind of not great. I mean, like I hear co-op is not good. We'll just use it on green here, and we'll see what we can get. Strong stamina. Okay, all right. I'm down to try that. I'm down to try it. I think that we made some interesting improvements to the team here today. Finally, we got some interesting hits in terms of the blues and greens. And I'll see you guys next week. That should be... I'm just kidding. We still have 200 skill changes to go. I'm just kidding. We're not even done yet, man. I know a lot of people don't like to watch reg skill changes, so I know a lot of people would probably be out the door right now, unfortunately. Oh, that looked so good! That looked so good! That looked so good! And it's just like, haha! It's like that kid from The Simpsons, like, haha! It's like just such a kick in the nuts, man. Like that was it looked so nice. And then it just absolutely just, body slammed me through a table right at the last moment. Ah, man, the pain and suffering. It's just such an emotional roller coaster. Come on, man. Triple ones. Let's go, baby. Oh, I thought it was going to give me triple ones again. I was going to be so mad. I will take prediction. I will absolutely take prediction as a skill in this set. I absolutely will do it. He has such crazy high base eye. He has 85 base eye. I think prediction on him would basically help him see the future. Like, he would turn into Barry Bonds with his ability to be able to predict the next pitch that is coming. Like, I essentially have Barry Bonds here. Like, let's go, man. Give me prediction. Endurance, MBT, no. I actually do not know how MBT is going so far, but we'll see. So, I mean, in terms of Chad Green, though, I've heard, like, some kind of mixed results in terms of getting ace on a relief pitcher, but I'm hopeful that it will be at least an interesting set. Man, if you could just have given me, I would have taken prediction on that. Bruh moment. It's okay. We got plenty of skill changes left to go. If it sounds like I'm quieter now, I've leaned back in my chair and I'm now relaxing as I try to make my way downtown through all of these triple threes, skill changes. Let me just relax. This is real professional right now. I spent a lot of time recording where I just put my face right into the screen. It's kind of nice to just sit back and relax and not have a care in the world. Even though I have all the cares in the world. Our club Discord, we had a thing called Skill Change Party. That's our channel name for it. Where one time someone ran through 300 skill changes, screenshotted all of them, and uploaded them in one day. And I'm like, good lord, man, that must have taken you either your entire phone's memory and also, consequently, all day to do. And it was a tremendous ride because he didn't land a single skill set of all those skills. And this was way back in the day. This was way back before we even cared about legend skills. We didn't know what a legend skill was back then. Let me tell you, we just ran skill changes to run, improve our lineups. Those are the good old days. Let me tell you, those are the good old days. Okay, I don't really like reliable. It's okay, it's not great. A specialist. Leg day. I feel like leg day doesn't help any at all. I feel like they've completely negated the use of leg day because now that they calculate barrel it up before you begin the game, I feel like now it's just kind of useless. That's just me. Come on, baby. 150 to go. Give me those skills. Give me that which I seek. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Pred, charisma, full swing hitter. That's an interesting idea. Okay, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. My prediction batter is going absolutely off right now. My DD in the 8th slot is going absolutely nutty right now. Like, he is out-homering people with legend skills. Triple threes, charisma, slugger, instinct, prediction. So I'm kind of interested to see how Ruth could potentially get on with that skill set, maybe. I'll probably test out. Right now I've got Granderson in my ranked lineup. So I don't know. Maybe I'll throw Ruth back in there. I don't know. With his other slot. We'll throw the rest of these at Granderson and see if we can get some kind of absolutely nutty skill set. I also will need to retrain Chad Green as well. Because Chad right now is trained for finesse. So I will need to retrain him for Dom. Which is not going to be hard. because he does have pretty good velo due to the fact that that's a pretty good set. Interesting, low levels though. He does have good velo because he struck out a metric ton of batters for us that year. He had a crazy year. Struck out 100 batters as a reliever, that's pretty good. If you strike out 100 people as a relief pitcher, that's a really good season. Pred Spotlight. I don't know how good his base eye is. I assume it's pretty good because I think he had pretty good hitting stats. Yeah, you leather. Man, I still can't believe we still have 100 left. 100 left. Hope you guys are in for the long haul. I'm just here spamming this button at this point. Triple threes. Nice. Let's go. What is a gold skill? Never met him. A specialist. The best gold skill. A specialist again. Let's go. Training Junkie BIU. He does hit BIU. I would like to see him get a BIU, to be honest. I would like to see him get a BIU. Triple ones. The meme. The famous triple ones. Public Enemy number 1. BIU. Don't want Flash in the leather, though. Not really a fan. What's his base eye like? 74 is pretty good. I mean, it's pedestrian compared to Ruth, but that's pretty good. Man, I remember, like, I'm thinking back to the day now, back when premium skill change tickets were not for Legends. The only use premium skill changes gave you was you got to choose if you took the new set or didn't take the new set. And then even before that, all they did was guarantee you a gold skill. Like, it was such a waste back in the day. They were such a useless update, and now they're better. I still think and wish that they had a higher rate for Legend skills. But, then again, I think that compared to what they used to be, they are way more useful now than they were. And thankfully now, you can actually get them from League games. Back then, you just had to buy them. It was kind of like the upgrade ticket package, which nobody should ever be purchasing. Ever. Never purchase this. Never purchase that. It is a waste of your money and your time. Don't do it. I'm sure everyone's done it once, and then they realize when they get on later with the game, now I have 100-something upgrade tickets. This is useless. And it is useless. So, look, everyone's made mistakes before. We've all done it. I mean, look, I used a Diamond GI on a normal Gidry because I'm saying to myself, I'm never going to get this card. And you know what? I eventually got it, like, 2 years later. So was it worth it? Yeah, probably. Everyone told me I was kind of a fool for using a SIG change ticket on an active player. They're like, you're going to get him again anyway. No, I've never pulled another 17 Judge. Never. And I probably never will. It was the only way I was going to ever get a 6-17 Judge. And you know what? I think I made the right decision. So, you know, I think the point of my story is that just because I say don't do it, doesn't mean you don't do it. But I would highly suggest and advise you do not buy the upgrade ticket package. That is me personally. If you need upgrade tickets, go play Clutch Hits mode and then go buy them from that store. I guarantee you it will be much better for you in the long run. Believe me. Anyway, that's enough of my ranting. A specialist triple golds, but it's a bad looking triple golds. Oh, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Oh, BIUSI. I would have the numbers would have been low on it, but that would have been pretty nice looking. MBTT and 2 3s in that skill set, not great. Oh, triple ones. Let's go. Triple ones again. Oh, almost. Laser beam. Let's go. Even with high fielding, my guys. Oh, that's actually pretty good looking. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of titillating. Charisma Spotlight. I mean, it's not great. I don't like Spotlight as much as I like Slugger Instinct, but that gets the juices flowing. I don't know, man. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I'll have to ask a couple people what they think. Not bad. Not bad. All right, so I'll show you the Edgar Martinez I worked on. I promise you guys this one. So, not great. 15 right side, but he has 9 speed, which gives him 99 speed. And also, I lowered. So the problem with him was I lowered his contact and I increased his speed. So now this is about a 73% ratio of speed to contact, and it's 234, which is well above the 210 threshold. So hopefully he will be doing pretty well for me. That's really the only guy I needed to change at the moment. Although I will need to work on Green, and obviously I want to work on Feller. Feller is going to be a little easier because of the fact that his fastball is so much higher. He'll be easy to get a high velocity on him, so hopefully he will absolutely give up less home runs. And then I'll work on everybody else. I got to work on Chad Green when I get off the video today, so that's going to be everything for me today, you guys. I want to ask a couple people in my club their opinions on what I want to do with Ruth and with Granderson. So with that being said, you guys, thank you guys for hanging out with me today and sticking through this long video with me. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are looking for a club, like I said, we just got L1 last week. If you guys want to join a club that is constantly looking to make L1 and making D1 pushes, you know, leave me your Discord information in the comment section below. I'll reach out to you guys. Let me know what you guys think about the ranked update. And also, I recorded a RuneScape video. I recorded a RuneScape video today. I opened up a bunch of Treasure Trail caskets. If you guys don't know what those are, it's essentially just basically like pulling a slot machine, see if I make a absolute crazy amount of money or not. It's basically just like opening packs. I'm opening them just to get rewards, loot, and to make some money. So if you guys want to see that, maybe you guys be interested in it. And I'm thinking about uploading it sometime this week. Hopefully it'll be a second video that I can upload every once in a while, spice things up, get a couple more uploads out. But that being said, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, be safe out there. Good luck with your pulls, your packs, your combos, and peace.